Hello, we're back this month with PlaySpaced. I've changed the name. It was originally Own Your Slut. Probably a bit on the nose, trying to create a bit of shock. Maybe it's not that shocking. But yeah, we're back this month. I am looking at some queer music, going to play some random tunes. I don't have a guest this week, but I'm quite excited just to kind of explore stuff on my own. So that would be fun. So what we're going to be looking at, going to be looking at some minimalist, experimental, electronic music, a bit of ambient, sort of a variety of genres, but like all genres, there is quite a lot of overlap. But I thought I'd look at more sort of experimental stuff, so people using like lots of hardware synths, found sounds, people who are multi-instrumentalists, and they're queer, as per usual. So yeah, cool. So first off, we've got Lorraine James, a producer, queer person, has a monthly show on NTS and does a bunch of other cool music stuff apparently. The album that I'm going to play the track from is called Whatever the Weather, and she described the sessions in an interview as free-flowing, stopping when I felt like I was done. So obviously quite like improvisational. It's in a kind of more, this track specifically is more neoclassical leaning style piece. I think it's very soothing. Whenever I listen to it, I imagine dots flashing, cool colours within a void. That's the kind of imagery I get. So see what you think. You could comment like what you're thinking. Yeah. What else did I say? Within a void where no one... I write funny things down. Within a void where no one can see or hear anything else except this, and no one can find you. Ooh. Weird, I know. But that's, just the kind of shit that pops into my brain. This track is free in form, most likely due to the improvised nature of it. And yeah, we're just going to crack on and play it. So I think everything's in order. I'll turn off the mic. Cool. So that is and was, because it's still kind of making weird noises in the background. 10 Degrees C by Lorraine James on the Whatever the Weather album. It's got a very kind of spaced out feel, I feel. But yeah, I really enjoyed playing that for you. Next up we've got Pauline Oliveros, a very significant for her time sort of composer, multi-instrumentalist, producer of lots of sort of experimental electronic music, and an accordion player. And this next track featured has an accordion and vocals in it. And she is playing, I think, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I'm going to talk about her queerness, because we love doing that. She was open about being a lesbian, and this was definitely a risk considering she grew up in Texas, an American state well known for being a conservative-leaning environment. Apparently, she approached her identity as a composer in a way she believed was uniquely queer. She loved to collaborate with women and gender-expansive friends in different fields and used these experiences to learn about their worldviews, which I think is pretty cool. Yeah, cool. So this next track is called A Love Song by Pauline Oliveros. And yeah, I'm just going to bring it in a second. Hello. Do you know what's going on with that? It's just like meow. Cool. So that was a love song by Pauline Oliveros, and you can hear the accordion and the jarring and sort of ominous sounding. But yeah, it's a really cool piece of music. Next up, we're going to be playing a bit from Wendy Carlos, who is a composer, a producer. She's a trans woman. She uses lots of like let's say hardware, synths. Like, I was talking to a colleague the other day about it, and she has this humongous room full of synths and different it's just amazing. Just a room full of music stuff, basically. But yeah, I'm gonna play a track of hers. I should say a piece of hers that is composed for a film that you may or may not know called The Shining. A very classic horror film. She also composed music for Tron and A Clockwork Orange. And in her time composing, she won 3 Grammy Awards. So she's a very, very, very impressive person in the history of sort of experimental music and film music. Because those are 3 very iconic films, and for their music especially, they're very well known. So yeah, I'm going to play The Shining main title theme. Cool. God, I've got like Hello. Oh gosh, it's playing from my phone. Cool. So that was Wendy Carlos, The Shining theme. Yeah. I enjoy how like ominous and creepy it is, obviously, because it's a horror film. It's trying to create quite like a tense atmosphere, and definitely makes me feel quite on edge, to be fair. But yeah, next up, I'm going to be playing a little track that I have created. I made this like years ago, like when I first started messing about with Ableton, and it is quite rough and ready, but it's I don't know, I really like have like quite a soft spot for it, because I made it when I first started to get sort of more sort of feelings of maybe depression or anxiety, things like that, and felt more existential. My mind started to sort of change a little bit, I think, and so it represents a time of sort of change for me personally. But yeah, it's called 7/8 at the moment still, because I don't ever know what to call it, and it's I use the 7/8 meter to create a slightly off-kilter ostinato. It's sort of drums and plods in the background. I put my own vocals over it to create a slightly eerie, ethereal sounding vibe. Imagine you are lost, wandering around a forest or floating along a river at night kind of vibes. I hope you like it. It's not overly mixed or mastered, it's just slapped together by myself, but yeah, hopefully you like it. How are you feeling? Are you feeling okay? It's hard to know sometimes how you're truly feeling. Have you hit that existential spot yet? Do you feel like the world is over? I say don't give up. Keep going. It'll thank you for listening to the track that I created. If you're watching online or listening online, I'm really proud of it. I just sort of did it once and then I was like, that's done, and I've created something fun and weird and creepy. Cool. So I don't have a guest this week, but I'm happy just to do my own little thing. I'm going to be playing some tracks that I like, a mixture of people. They're not all queer, it's just sort of like music that I like and enjoy playing and sort of mixing it all together. One of them being Jalen, which I really, really like, and they're an experimental sort of electro producer. They create really like interesting tracks that always like spark my little brain, especially like they're kind of, you could play them in a club, but you could also just be vibing in your kitchen. I don't know, it just makes me feel really energized. It's great. But yeah, that one I'll play first, called Never Created, Never Destroyed. Tell me if you like it. Tell me if you want to listen to it again, because it's sick. And then another track that I'm going to play is actually Moscow by Lee Gamble. And just so fun, I don't know if it's fun or interesting, I used to live in Manchester, and I weirdly, like, I was temping, and I worked at a Mercedes-Benz I can't remember, it's somewhere in Manchester, and basically I was sat down at the reception and I sat next to this person and they were like, I'm a DJ, and in my head I was like, do they like DJ like, you know, like kids parties or something? And then she explained that she played on a show called NTS. I'd never heard of it, and I got to know Annabelle Fraser while we sat and just took the piss the entire time at the Mercedes-Benz that we were working at. And actually, like, she really like was one of the people that really encouraged me to get into this kind of thing and try it out and like experiment. And she gave me her Focusrite for free, and you know, years later when she wanted some money for it, I gave it to her. And just things like that, like people in music, they want to encourage each other, and it's such a beautiful thing, like to encourage each other to make music or play what you want to play or do some DJing or do whatever you like. And because, you know, music brought me out of a really, really difficult time. Like I knew that the obsession of music was less dangerous than other things. So to just sort of have my mind reel over it again about all the music that I wanted to listen to and that I wanted to create this kind of like dream in my head, made me really happy. So thank you to Annabelle Fraser for inspiring me, and she's a sick DJ, so if you ever look her on NTS, she's a legend. She's really cool and a bit crazy like me, but who isn't? So yeah, cool. And then there's some other random tracks that I'm just playing. We'll see how it goes. I'll probably fuck off at some point, but you know, that's the joy of playing. You go for it and you see how you feel. But yeah, cool. This is Never Created, Never Destroyed, and then I'm just gonna play some of the tracks. Is it gonna play? What's going on? Say hi to Elon Musk for me.
fruto promuove.
Right, I don't know if you can hear me over the also I did a really crappy loop for this bit. But yeah, it's the end of my little show. So thank you very much. Thank you very much, Ash, as per usual, for producing. And yeah, good luck to the next cool person that's on. Thank you so much. This is PlaySpaced. See you next month. Bye.